This is Afghanistan, a country that is soon going to shock the entire world. No one could have imagined that a country surrounded by poverty, hunger, and decades of war could ever achieve something like this. Afghanistan is building the world's largest artificial canal, something that could completely transform its future. This canal is 285 kilometers long and 500 feet wide, and it's called the Kash-Tepa Canal. To build this canal, the Afghan government did not take aid from anyone, used no imported equipment or foreign engineers, and today, as you watch this video, nearly 100 kilometers of this canal has already been dug. But why does Afghanistan need such a long canal in the first place? And why are experts saying this project could economically transform the country? Let's answer all these questions. Understanding Afghanistan's geography. Afghanistan is a landlocked country, meaning it has no access to the sea. To the east, it borders Pakistan. On the west, Iran. To the north, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan. It also shares a small border with China. Afghanistan gets 80% of its water supply from the snow-covered Hindu Kush Mountains. There are 4 major rivers that provide water to the country. Out of these, 40% of the water comes from the Helmand River, which originates from the Hindu Kush, flows across Afghanistan, and eventually reaches the Iran-Afghanistan border. This river has become a source of political tension between Iran and Afghanistan, especially because Afghanistan is building a dam on it. Iran claims this will negatively affect the Helmand region. The second major river is the Amu Darya, also known as the Oxus River. It's the longest river in Central Asia, starting from the Pamir mountain range and flowing along the Afghanistan-Tajikistan border, through Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and eventually emptying into the Aral Sea. This is the river where the Kash-Tepa Canal is being constructed. Other rivers supplying water to Afghanistan include the Kabul River, Hari River, and Panj River. Afghanistan is one of the few countries in the world where 70% of the land is mountainous. Its southern region, especially near the Iran and Pakistan borders, is covered by desert. People holding hands, ethnic composition, and history. Afghanistan has diverse ethnic groups. 42% Pashtun, 27% Tajiks, 9% Hazaras, 9% Uzbeks, remaining Imak, Turkmen, Baloch, etc. Historically, Afghanistan has been a central gateway for empires and rulers like the Mughals, Duranis, Ghaznavids, and many others entering the subcontinent. Drop the need for the Kash-Tepa Canal. Even with all its rivers, Afghanistan has never had enough water. And after the US-Afghan War, the water crisis worsened. There is major water scarcity in the entire northern region, and to address this, the Afghan government came up with the idea of building an artificial canal from the Oxus River, stretching 285 kilometers to supply water across the northern area. With this canal, around 550,000 acres of dry desert land will be transformed into lush green fields. After water arrives, wheat and other grains will be grown. The Afghan government expects that by 2028, Afghanistan will be exporting 50% of the wheat grown in this region. The project started in March 2022. Its initial completion date was 2028, but with the current speed, experts say the canal will be completed by 2025. The project is being carried out with such excellent planning that even major Western engineers and experts are shocked. The project is divided into 3 phases. In the first and second phases, excavation of the entire route is being done. So far, 100 kilometers have already been excavated. To do this work, 200 local contractors were hired, and around 7,000 haul trucks and excavators are being used. The entire process is being managed excellently. Trucks and excavators line up. The excavator loads dirt into the truck, and after the supervising engineer gives the okay, the truck dumps the soil along the canal's sides. This method eliminates the need for concrete boundaries and naturally forms soil embankments, which cost nothing extra. Because the canal is not being filled with concrete slabs, the land on both sides can also be utilized. The Afghan government has already started planting vegetables and greenery along the canal's edges. After excavation is completed, water pumps will deliver water to fields within a 5-kilometer radius. Another smart solution: solar panels have been installed on top of tube wells, so there's no need for electricity to run the motors. A lot of media propaganda was spread about this project. Some Western experts claimed that Afghan engineers are not competent enough to execute such a large project. There were also reports that contractors were not being paid on time. But the truth is very different. Locals are very happy with the project. First, it has created thousands of jobs. Second, during deeper research, we found that if contractors weren't being paid on time, this project could not have progressed so rapidly. People in Jowzjan, Balkh, and Faryab provinces are especially happy because now water will reach their areas. They can do farming, grow food, and earn money. Regional political challenges. So far, there has been only one problem: the claims of Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan on this river. Both countries have raised concerns about how this canal might reduce their water supply by 50%. Talks are ongoing between the Afghan government and these countries. The Taliban government is trying to convince them that under the 1992 Almaty Agreement, Afghanistan also has a right over the Amu Darya River. If Turkmenistan could build the Karakum Canal on the same river for its own benefit, why not Afghanistan? The Karakum Canal is the largest canal in the world, built by Turkmenistan in 1988 to draw water from the Oxus River into the Karakum Desert, transforming it into green fields. Afghanistan wants to do something similar. Diplomatic complexity. There's another interesting point here. Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan are very important for Afghanistan. Around 80% of Afghanistan's electricity comes from these two countries. Also, a large part of Afghan exports travels through these countries to reach Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Australia. So, these countries might negotiate on other matters in exchange for agreeing to this canal. Final words. No matter how this political issue is resolved, economically this project will bring huge benefits to Afghanistan. Afghanistan will no longer need food aid from any country. In a few years, hunger could be eliminated, and Afghanistan could become self-sufficient in agriculture. For a country that has been burning in the fire of war for the past 40 years, what could be a greater achievement? We also hope that Afghanistan finally focuses on economic development. After enduring so much over the last 4 decades, the Afghan people finally deserve some peace and relief. These are all the sources we consulted to create this video. We request you to subscribe to this channel so you continue receiving notifications for our upcoming videos. Please share your opinions in the comments below. See you in the next video with another interesting topic.